Thanks for joining us. I'm Mitchell Rinkos. One of Thunder Bay's most popular summer events ended today with a great turnout and even better weather. The 2023 Canadian Lakehead exhibition was once again a success, seeing thousands of attendees this weekend from all over the region. Jessica Clement reports.
Sunday's weather was the perfect send-off for the 2023 Canadian Lakehead exhibition, and visitors were rushing in to get on their favorite rides for the last time. The fair once again had thousands of attendees over the 5-day period and usually averages around 55,000 people. At the beginning of the week, organizers originally estimated to hit 75,000 visitors after seeing pre-ticket sales. However, fair chair Basil Lishowitz says attendance was down on Friday due to the rain.
I could say it picked up on Saturday, so we're kind of heading the same directions as we were last year, but it might be down maybe 5,000-6,000. I'm guessing. I might be totally wrong. We might even hit the mark.
The entertainment is another big reason why crowds come down to the fair, and Lishowitz says for this year, they wanted to appeal to a wide age range.
This year, where we had our local bands playing last night, which was an excellent venue for them. We had the Lockyer boys and a different crowd, so it's the new generation getting involved. So I'm happy to see that.
And while attendees of all ages love the rides, carnival games, and entertainment, another important aspect of the fair is the connection made between the public and various industries in the region. In particular, agriculture, according to Northern Townline Equestrian Center owner Julie Gergerich.
We're informing the public about cows and horses and the need for them, showing children farm animals and what we do with them, and talking about our farm and stuff. And farming, we actually have pamphlets and leaflets. We're hatching out chickens in their eggs so people can see. We have been so well received, it's unbelievable. People that have never touched horses are touching them for the first time. It actually almost makes you want to cry.
Lishowitz says they're going to start planning for next year's fair soon, and as usual, they're hoping to make it even bigger and better next year. Jessica Clement, TBT News.
Wine lovers crowded Marina Park's festival area last night to sample and enjoy a wide variety of alcoholic beverages. Breakwater Events' Wino Festival marks the second year of a full festival after organizers scaled down during the pandemic. Attendees had over 60 different wines, ciders, seltzers, and cocktails from across Ontario to choose from, and were able to pair their drinks with food from local vendors. This year's event featured a DJ spinning 90s hip-hop and early 2000s dance hits. Breakwater Events co-owner John Hendel says there's a lot that goes into planning the festival, adding that they like to bring unique wines to the city.
There's wine to be sampled. We like to bring wines to Thunder Bay that no one's ever had. We do about 50% wines you can find here at the LCBO and 50% that you can't. So we have a lot of gems here for people who want to try something a little different. All 100% Ontario. My partner and I, Carrie, we do a lot of R&D on what we want to bring. So the research is the hard part. But we go through and find just things that are that we think Thunder Bay will love and that are unique.
A portion of ticket proceeds will go towards the After Stroke program for the Thunder Bay March of Dimes. More information about Breakwater Events' future events can be found on their website. The city still hasn't released many details about job cuts related to the organizational restructure that was approved by council back in April. The move eliminates 17 city positions, slightly less than half of which were to be unionized roles. But CUPE Local 87 President Derek Fournier says he's still in the dark about what it means for his members.
That's a large number, and I haven't really had a discussion with the city about 17. If they're making large cuts to our union, then we're going to have something to say about it, which may include deputation. It's obviously not something we like to see.
The 17 positions equates to 10 full-time equivalents. The restructure also saw the city shrink from 5 to 4 departments by combining infrastructure and operations with development and emergency services. Staff say the moves will allow the municipality to operate more efficiently, but City Manager Norm Gale still can't say which positions will be cut or whether CUPE will be affected.
Positions are and have been eliminated, but we continue to work through the process, and that information will come out in due course. As always, we've honored the requirements of the collective bargaining agreements, and I value the relationship that we have with union leaders, and we will continue to have honest discussions with them.
QP Local 87 is currently bargaining with the city on a new collective agreement. An internet sensation who took social media by storm during the pandemic is currently touring Northern Ontario and made a stop in Thunder Bay yesterday to spread joy and happiness through dance. We caught up with Gertie Pan to learn his story and how this one dance has made such a positive impact everywhere he goes. As an internet sensation known for spreading joy through Bhangra, or traditional Punjab dance, Gertie Pan made his way to Thunder Bay as part of his Northern Ontario tour, which started in the East Coast. But on the way, he stopped in Red Rock for the Rock Folk Festival, which got everyone on their feet. Once in Thunder Bay, Pan drew a large crowd to Hillcrest Park, where he taught locals the iconic dance, bringing smiles and joy to the nearly 50 in attendance, which Pan says is the main focus of his visits.
The great thing about this dancing is that because it creates energy, it helps opening up your heart and mind. And when your heart is open, you are more willing to connect with others. Even otherwise, you are not willing to do that.
Pan first took to social media during the COVID-19 pandemic as a way to connect with people online. But after quickly gaining tens of thousands of followers and seeing so much positive feedback, he decided to spread that joy in local communities.
Technology is great, but when you go in person, face to face, it becomes more personal. And it becomes your experience which you don't forget for your lifetime. So my goal is just to connect people in a real time.
During his visit, many locals said they wish this could be a weekly event. And while Pan has to continue spreading joy elsewhere as he makes his way west to the Yukon where he calls home, Pan wants locals to remember his message and find happiness in the little things.
If you know how to seek joy for just small little things, just looking at clouds or the lake or mountain or flowers or nature, that is forever happiness, evergreen happiness, and you are not going to lose it. And happiness, I find it is healing. It's like a therapy. It's much needed therapy which you need to get through your life in a wonderful, positive, and amazing way.
Pan next stops will see him visit Kenora, followed by a trip to Manitoba. And Pan wasn't the only one who made the trip to Red Rock, as the 2023 Live from the Rock Folk Festival wrapped up this afternoon with artists and attendees alike praising this year's festival for the music, the picturesque setting, and the friendly atmosphere. Lee Noonan was there.
The laid-back folk vibes of this year's Live from the Rock Festival were spiced up with a little dobro and brass, and festival goers seem to enjoy the change, with crowds up and dancing to high-energy sets from the genre-bending King Cardiac and bluegrass band The Barrel Boys.
You can't get better views than this. This is pretty nice, you know. So obviously the nature and like the swimming out here has been fabulous. The drive-in, like you can't really beat that drive along the lake. I mean, highlights, I mean, there's just been like, I can't like name them all, but there's just been so many good bands here.
More classic folk sounds reigned over most of the three-day festival, with a lineup that included a lot of new talent.
People come and they say, you know what, we haven't heard of a lot of these people, but we always know they're going to be fabulous. We're kind of an up-and-comer festival because that's what our budget dictates, but you know what, there's so much talent out there.
Malo estimates the festival contributes in the low six figures to the local economy and says he's grateful to the roughly 170 volunteers who made the event possible and for the support from the town of Red Rock.
They give us the use of the park, the works crews pitch in. We store things in various buildings around town when we have to. They're super supportive of the event.
Locals also attend the festival in big numbers, says Malo, with many others coming in from around the region and much farther afield.
It's really too much fun. I've had a chance to be a volunteer. I've had a chance to listen to a number of the acts. They're incredible.
It's been incredible this year. We've been coming every year, for the last few anyway, ever since COVID. And now it's become like an annual tradition for us.
This is wonderful. It is, the music is outstanding.
All the people we
are
work
so
with are
friendly
beautiful.
and it's just a
Yes,
delightful
nice.
time we're having.
Yeah, yeah.
Organizers estimate attendance levels are back up to pre-pandemic levels, with 1,900 to 2,000 people attending over the 3 days of the festival. Lee Noonan, TBT News.
We're now joined by sports anchor Mike Lang, and throughout the weekend, events weren't the only thing that wrapped up, as a lot of baseball also wrapped up.
There was. The Border Cats, they wrapped up their season on the road, but more importantly, Canada wrapped things up at the Women's Baseball World Cup. They played Korea. We'll have that story and more coming right up.